Yes. So now we have to convert percentages to ratios. Converting percentages to ratios is not very different from converting percentages to the fractions. So what are we supposed to do? We convert the percentage to the fraction in its lowest terms. So 38% means 38 upon 100, and both of them are divisible by 2. 2 divides 38 19 times and 2 divides 150 times. So this fraction as a ratio, it will be written as 19:50. Now, what if it is a mixed number and you need to express it as a ratio? So even this we have learned in section number 1, how to change mixed number percentages into fractions. So that is the same thing you do here also. 12 2s are 24 plus 1, 25 upon 2%. So then in the first step I have just changed into an improper fraction. Okay. And now whenever there is a percentage sign already there, it means the 100 needs to be written as a denominator. So you write 100 as a denominator like this. Actually, it means divided by 100. Then the divide changes to multiplication and reciprocal of 100 will become 1 upon 100. Now you reduce whatever can be reduced. 25 ones are 25 and 25 fours are 100. So 1 ones are 1 and 2 fours are 8. So we got our fraction. Write it in the ratio form 1:8. That's it. Next, if it is a decimal number given as a percentage, this also we have already solved. It means 7.2 upon 100. So you can write it like this. First, if you want to just show the percentage, you can show it like this. Or the other method is you write 7.2. It means 72 upon 10. 7.2 as a fraction is written as 72 upon 10, because after the point there is only one place, means up to the 10th place. So 72 upon 10%. So I'm doing two methods at the same time. So here what have I done? This number I let it remain as it is, and for the percentage sign I have put the 100. And in this method 7.2 I changed it into a fraction, and the percent I left it as it is. Okay. So this one now, in order to remove the point from here, what am I supposed to do? Multiply this number by 10, because after the point there is one digit. So I can multiply by 10 to remove the point. Now whatever you are doing with the numerator, you do have to do it with the denominator. So it will become 72 into 7.2 into 10, and here also 100 into 10. So now when you multiply by 10, this will become a 72. Okay. And this will become 1000. Now you have to reduce this. Now if you want to make your work easy, you know that ultimately you have to reduce these. So don't multiply and make the number too big for you to reduce. So what you can do is, you can simply write after this step, you can write 72 upon 100 into 10. Okay, you can write it like this. Because you multiplied 7.2 into 10, it has become 72. So that you write it in this form. But here you don't multiply this and make it a very big number. Now both of these are divisible by 4. 4 divides this how many times? 4 ones are 4, 32. 4 eights are 4 divides this, and 4 divides and 4 divides 100 5 times. Now this can be reduced further. 2 divides 9 times and 2 divides 5 times. Okay, so that's it. So what will it be? On top you have 9 and 25 fives are 125. So what will it become? 9 is to 125. That's it. Now we'll do it in this method. 72 upon 100 into 1 upon 100. Whenever the percentage is already given, you write the 100 as a denominator. Now reduce. Now if you see, you have got this same equation over here. 72 and below you have 110. So you'll get the same equation. Anyway, so reduce now. When you reduce, what will you get? 4 divides once 8 times and 4 divides 25 times. Okay, then 2 divides 9 times and 5 times. So 9 upon 125, which is 9 is to 125. So what I have to remember, that you can either change the decimal number into a fraction. If you are comfortable with changing decimal numbers to a fraction, you can do that, or you can do it like this. Let the decimal number remain as it is, and for the percentage you need to put the 100 below. That is one thing. Now regarding changing into decimal numbers, yesterday there was one more method. Say for example, this 12.5% has to be written as a decimal number. Okay, you want to show this as a decimal number. Now what will you do? First of all, you change this into improper, so it becomes this. Then in the next step, what will it become? 25 upon 2 into 1 upon 100. Now whenever I want to change any number into a decimal number, then it is always easy if the denominator is 10 or a power of 10. This I told you yesterday. Okay, but so there is one more method in which you don't do the reducing and then dividing and all to change it into a decimal number. What you can do is, whatever fraction you get over here, you change it into a decimal fraction. Means a decimal fraction means a fraction which has 10 or a power of 10 as the denominator. So in this question, say for example, if I am reducing, then the number will change and I won't get at the denominator a power of 10. But here if I want the denominator to be a power of 10, 2 multiplied by 100 is 200. So 200 can be changed to 1000 by multiplying by 5. 200 multiplied by 5 is 1000. So what I will do? I will multiply this by 5. So if I am multiplying if I am multiplying the denominator, I need to do the same thing with the numerator. So I will multiply both of them by 5. So easily I can change it into a decimal number. So 25 5s are 125 and 2 into 100 is 200. 200 into 5 is 1000. Now this I can easily change into a decimal number 0.125. Okay. Now if you don't do this method, what is the other method that we did? This was the other method. This method we change the denominator to a power of 10. Now if we are not using this method, how would you go about? 25 ones are 25 fours are. Then what would you get? 1 upon 8. Then this is a fraction. We are not interested in a fraction. We want the answer to be a decimal number. So I divide the 1 by 8. I divide the numerator by the denominator. So 1 is not divisible, so I put a point, I put a 0. 8 will divide 10 once, will be left. Now once the point is put, in every step 1 0 can always be added. So I put a 0 here. 8 2s are 16, 4 will be left. Again 1 0 can be put. 8 5s are 40. So if you are good at division, you can do this method also, not a problem. So if you have to write the percentage as a decimal, these are the two methods. Okay, one is you convert it into a fraction and then divide and find the decimal, or you do the fraction in such a manner, you convert the fraction to a fraction which has a power of 10 as its denominator, then you can get your answer straight away. There also we got 0.125. Here also we got the same.